Okay, I don't have the patience. Give me a welding rod and I'll weld it anyway.
Tony Beets is known to fans of Gold Rush as a hard-nosed, no-nonsense miner, a man whose reputation for toughness on the claim is legendary. But while viewers have long seen him as a larger-than-life figure in the harsh world of gold mining, his personal life has always remained a mystery, particularly when it comes to his wife, Minnie. For years, rumors and speculation have swirled around their relationship, fueled by cryptic interviews, behind-the-scenes tensions, and moments on camera that hinted at deeper struggles. Fans were left wondering, what is the real story behind the marriage of Tony and Minnie Beets? Now, in an unexpected and candid revelation, Tony has finally spoken out, shedding light on the truth that many have only speculated about. The details he shares are shocking, painting a picture that contrasts sharply with the tough, adventurous image viewers associate with the couple. This isn't a story about drama for the cameras or sensationalized gossip. It's a glimpse into the real challenges, conflicts, and complexities that exist behind the scenes of a life built around gold, grit, and relentless ambition. What Tony reveals about Minnie and their relationship goes beyond what fans could have imagined. It uncovers struggles that are personal, emotional, and at times unsettling, providing a rare and intimate perspective on the man who thrives in the unforgiving world of gold mining, and the woman who has stood by him through the years. For anyone who has followed their story on Gold Rush, this revelation changes everything, offering insight into the realities of love, loyalty, and hardship far away from the cameras. Tony Beets is a name that commands respect in the world of gold mining, and his reputation on Gold Rush is one of relentless determination and unwavering toughness. He has built an empire in the unforgiving Yukon, surviving harsh winters, treacherous terrain, and the constant pressures of the gold business. Viewers know him as a man who demands excellence, who tolerates no shortcuts, and who has an iron grip on his mining operations. But behind this formidable persona lies a private life that has long been shrouded in mystery, especially when it comes to his marriage to Minnie Beets. For years, the cameras captured only fragments, glimpses of a relationship that seemed affectionate at times and strained at others, leaving fans to speculate about the true dynamics between them. Tony's revelations shed light on what many had only guessed. He describes a relationship filled with tension, challenges, and unspoken struggles that extend far beyond the lens of reality television. While Minnie has been a constant presence by his side for decades, the truth is that life together has not always been easy. Tony speaks candidly about the disagreements, the differences in personality, and the ways in which their ambitions have sometimes collided. The life of a gold miner, as Tony explains, is not just physically demanding, it is emotionally taxing, and these pressures inevitably impact those closest to him. Minnie has had to endure not only the hardships of life in remote, harsh conditions, but also the complexities of a marriage where power, pride, and determination often intersect. Despite the challenges, Tony is clear that Minnie's role in his life is significant. She is more than just a partner. She has been a stabilizing force, a source of support, and at times a voice of reason amidst the chaos of mining life. Yet, this does not negate the difficulties they have faced. Tony admits that maintaining their relationship has required effort, compromise, and resilience, and that there have been moments when the strain felt almost unbearable. Fans may have assumed that their life together was idyllic, but Tony's honesty paints a far more realistic picture. One of love tested by extreme circumstances, personal ambition, and the relentless demands of a life spent in pursuit of gold. He also touches on the emotional complexities that many outsiders might not consider. Living in close quarters with the pressures of television cameras and public scrutiny adds layers of difficulty to any marriage. Every disagreement is magnified, every personal moment observed and analyzed. For Tony and Minnie, this has meant navigating not only the challenges of daily life and gold mining, but also the expectations of an audience that often imagines reality TV to be glamorous or straightforward. Their relationship, like the gold he mines, has layers that must be carefully worked through to reach something valuable beneath the surface. As Tony begins to share these truths, it becomes evident that what viewers have seen on screen is only a fraction of their story. The toughness, resilience, and grit that define Tony's public persona extend into the personal realm, but even he acknowledges that this toughness has been tested repeatedly by the realities of marriage, partnership, and family life. Tony's candid reflections on Minnie reveal a side of both of them that few have witnessed, a story of loyalty, challenges, and the sometimes harsh truth behind a union that has endured decades. Tony Beets' revelations about Minnie go beyond surface-level conflicts. They explore the deep emotional strain that comes with a life defined by extremes. Living in the Yukon is not for the faint of heart, and for a couple like Tony and Minnie, every day is shaped by both the harsh physical environment and the pressures of managing a mining empire. Tony describes long stretches of isolation, freezing temperatures, and the relentless demands of gold mining that place enormous stress on both partners. For Minnie, this life has meant adapting to a world where danger is constant and where patience and resilience are essential. Yet, while the conditions are extreme, it is often the emotional weight of their relationship that proves the most taxing. Tony admits that disagreements are inevitable. Their personalities, shaped by decades of experience and strong opinions, sometimes clash in ways that can feel intense to an outsider. Decisions about mining operations, family matters, or even daily routines become arenas for debate and occasional tension. Minnie, as Tony describes, is no passive figure. She has her own perspectives, her own strength, and her own expectations, which at times challenge Tony's dominant approach. While these moments may appear on camera as brief arguments or tense exchanges, the reality is far more layered, reflecting the complexity of a partnership, tested by both the extraordinary and the mundane aspects of life. One of the most striking aspects of Tony's account is the acknowledgement of how fame has affected their relationship. Being on Gold Rush has brought them unprecedented attention, but with that attention comes judgment. Fans and media often speculate about their marriage, sometimes amplifying minor disagreements or creating narratives that do not reflect reality. Tony reveals that this scrutiny has added a layer of pressure that few couples outside of the public eye would ever experience. Every interaction is under observation, every decision open to interpretation, making it challenging to navigate personal boundaries while maintaining a sense of normalcy. Despite these pressures, Tony emphasizes that Minnie remains a central figure in his life. Their marriage is not defined solely by conflict. It is also a partnership grounded in loyalty, shared experience, and a mutual understanding of what life in the Yukon entails. Minnie has been both a confidant and a stabilizing presence, providing support in ways that are often invisible to viewers. Tony acknowledges that her resilience and adaptability have been critical to the survival of both their personal relationship and their business endeavors, highlighting the depth of her role in a life that many perceive as dominated by Tony alone. Ultimately, Tony's candid reflections reveal a truth that is often overlooked. Even the strongest relationships face moments of tension, especially when subjected to extraordinary circumstances. Their marriage is not a fairy tale, nor is it without difficulty, but it is enduring. By sharing these insights, Tony allows fans to see Minnie not as a background figure, but as a complex individual navigating a world of extremes alongside him. It is a rare glimpse into the realities of life, love, and partnership under conditions that test both heart and spirit. Tony Beets' honesty about his marriage to Minnie also touches on the personal sacrifices required to sustain their life together. Gold mining is not just a job. It is a lifestyle that demands every ounce of energy, attention, and patience. Long hours, dangerous conditions, and unpredictable outcomes are the norm, leaving little time for relaxation or traditional domestic routines. Tony admits that Minnie has often borne the brunt of this lifestyle, managing household responsibilities, family matters, and at times even helping with the operations when needed. Her role is far more than supportive. It is integral to the success of the entire enterprise. Yet this contribution is often overlooked by outsiders who see only Tony's larger-than-life persona on screen. The emotional toll of such a demanding life cannot be understated. Tony confesses that he has not always been the easiest partner to live with. and there have been moments when the pressures of work and public scrutiny strained their marriage. Living in remote conditions, facing constant physical and emotional challenges, and managing a high-stakes business together can magnify even small disagreements into significant conflicts. Tony explains that Minnie's patience and endurance have been remarkable, allowing them to weather storms that might have ended other marriages. Her resilience, he notes, is a testament to both her character and the depth of their connection, even if it is not always visible to the public. Beyond the practical and